I know everybody these days, we love the sport of boxing. And but one thing I've known watching sports over the years, bro, I don't go into golf or tennis and act like I'm just an expert and I know everything. That's what a respect level of a sport is at. You know what I'm saying? You don't really overstep boundaries when it comes to, okay, I don't know this and this about the sport. In boxing, people think they know everything because they got two arms. For some reason, this got to get fixed. And one thing got to, well, this ain't even really about boxing. This is really just about telling lies. Bro, how did Roland Romero earn the fight with Tank Davis? Because I was watching Roland Romero years before he even fought Tank Davis. So I know he wasn't even ready for that fight. And I'm saying in my mind, man, that fight like 2 or 3 years early. For him to be trying to fight a Roland Romero right now, Rolly ain't even at that level where he needs to be in the mix to even fight a Tank Davis right now. I said that. And and all of that came true. I was a fan of Rolly. And I said, man, nah, he ain't ready for Tank Davis. I said, no way. He ain't ready for Tank Davis. He definitely ain't ready for Tank. I said he better off fighting Devin right now before Devin gets stronger than fighting Tank right now. And for some reason, everybody in their mind, because I'm starting to hear people come up with people come up with so many lies in boxing and myths. And another saying that people is coming up with now is, well, so and so deserve a fight with a top pound for pound fighter or face of boxing because he a champion. Bruh, Roland Romero is a champion. And everybody walking around right now talking about how trash he is. Rolly went out there and fought Tank. It was most people first time seeing Rolly fight when he fought Tank. Let's just go ahead and keep it 1,000 on that level. Most people seeing Rolly fight was their first time seeing Rolly fight was the Tank fight. They didn't see Rolly get beat up by Jackson Marinez. I forgot what his name was right before that. They didn't see him beat up Roland Romero the fight before that. They didn't see that. Trust me. If they did, they would have already known what Rolly fights like. They didn't see Rolly get beat up by Jackson Marinez and possibly robbed him of the fight before that. Because if they did, they wouldn't have been making a big deal about him jumping in the ring with Tank. But as we seen, people made a big deal about it. Now when you bring up Rolly's name, I posted a video about Rolly the other day. After his post-fight, I did a post-fight review on Rolly. Oh, he trash. So y'all saying that Tank picked the trash fighter, and you got two eyes like I do, and I ain't gonna say he trash because he ain't trash, but compared to the elite level, well, they said he trash. I ain't say he was trash. So y'all saying that Tank picked the trash fighter, and y'all said that he was good back then before he fought Tank, but now he trash? All he did was fight Tank, the Ishmael Barroso guy. I don't even thought. I think that. Let me see. How many times that Rolly fought? He only fought like 3 times since that time, ain't it? Yeah, he's only fought Ishmael Barroso, Isak Cruz, and Manuel Jimenez. Man, come on, man. Really? This what we doing? I heard people talking about, yeah, well, this guy a champion. Roland Romero champion. Okay. What fight he deserved? He a champion. He was just a champion 5 seconds ago before he fought Isak Cruz. That don't make any sense. That dude was just a champion a minute ago. He could have easily ran it back with Tank and said, you know what, Tank, I'm a champion. I ain't got to fight Isak Cruz. Let's run it back. I'm a champion. I got a belt. Man, please. I know how boxing works. That dude and then you hear people walking around now, man, Rolly, man, he can't beat nobody. Every time you hear somebody mention a fight with Rolly, It's always some kind of sideshow that don't got nothing to do with boxing. Early this year, they was like, "Oh, put him in the ring with Ryan. Look how the press conference would be. Put him in the ring. Put him in the ring with AB. Look how the press conference would be." Nothing that had to do with boxing. Nothing that has to do with the fight. Nothing. And then people running around. Rolly is a champion. Former champion, but he was just a champion this year. This year. Not last year. Not the year before that. This year he was a champion. And people run around now talking about he's trash. So how are we supposed to trust? Okay, so why is people picking trash fighters then if it's better competition out there then? If y'all saying the fighter trash. Because, you know, people are running around saying that now. And I was warning people, man, you know, Rolly can get caught doing that. He can get caught the way he fights. And that dude Barroso went in there and gave him trouble. Now everybody, oh, man, you know, that old man went in there and beat up Rolly. Okay. My thing is, bro, I ain't want Tank in the ring with Rolly anyways. Let's get to that conversation. I didn't want Tank in the ring with Rolly anyways. And if you go back and look at that fight, it was a wash. It was a wash. Didn't want to see that fight. Rolly wasn't ready for no Tank. He fought Rolly, then he fought Hector Garcia. 2 fights I was definitely against. I'm like, nah. I'm against these 2 fights. And then he picked it back up with the Ryan Garcia. I was cool with the Frank Martin fight. He's in 135. That fought his way to the top. Rolly didn't fight his way to the top, to be honest with you. Like I said, he had lost the fight before that. Not the Yidget fight with Sparrow. That was fight, but the Arenas fight. Yeah, he lost that fight, man. In my eyes. He got whooped. Definitely got whooped. Then Jackson Marinez, he went out there and got I think he got stopped by Frank Martin. Yeah, he got stopped by Frank Martin last round. Yeah, Frank Martin earned his spot. But yeah, Rolly lost that fight though. If Frank Martin would have lost, I would have said the same thing in my eyes, but he did it. He went out there and stopped him. And he was winning before he stopped him. But yeah, it just kind of threw me back when he jumped in the fight with Tank and he didn't fight the same way he usually fights. And he's coming forward and being aggressive. That's why when Tank said two or three more fights, you would have been where you need to be. And he was right. And what I usually say, 2 or 3 fights. And when I say that, people are like, oh, man, dude's trying to push fight back now. They don't want fights to happen. And Tank gave the best advice he ever could have gave to Frank Martin. 2 or 3 more fights, you would have been ready. And he would have been ready in 2 or 3 fights. 2 or 3 fights, he would have been ready. But it's certain things that fans don't see that other people can see. But I got 2 eyes just like everybody else do. I knew what Rolly was before he fought Tank. So Rolly had to fight Tank, Barroso, Eastside Cruz for everybody to find out what he really is. Well, we on 2 different levels then. I just want everybody to know that. I ain't a guru, but I'm just letting it be known that I already knew what you seeing now. I already seen that a couple of years ago. So that, as far as I know, that's not going to start. That's not going to stop happening now. It's going to keep trending. I'm still going to start figuring things out early. It's usually like that. I look ahead, bro. I'm not no present type of guy. I look ahead very, very fast, very early. But yeah, people were saying Rolly was a good fight. Now they're saying he ain't a good fight for nobody. So I'm pretty sure they gonna do the same thing about another fighter sooner or later. And I just want to put that out there because people forget that. I'm like, man, he fought Tank in a big fight. Rolly fought Tank in a big fight. And now all of a sudden people acting like he ain't no opponent now. I tried to tell people, I knew they was going to do it though. I knew it.